Hey everybody, it's Steve Quillian from Wood Window Makeover. I'm hanging out in the shop behind our museum making some windows. And I thought, man, let me just share a little bit about what I'm doing when it comes to laying these things out, because there's an important tip you need to know about how to lay out your mortises so that your tenons fit just right. Here it comes. So the first thing to know about laying out stiles, or laying out the mortises on your stiles, is you want to work in pairs. So there's my pair right there on the saw, and I'm going to start by chopping off both ends at one time so that they are perfectly even and together. You see that? And then I'm going to check it with my hand to verify that yes, I did a good job and they're smooth. I'm going to check that several times throughout my layout. This first mark, 5/8, is on the inside of my 5/8. I guess you could call that a small 5/8. And my next mark is going to be a large 2 1/4. And what that does is leaves me just enough room so that when I make my holes with my mortiser, that my mortise will be just big enough for my tenon to go into. This 23 1/2 is going to be the same way. It's on the small side of the 23 1/2. I'll mark the other end of the tenon later, but now I'm going to mark the end at 48 1/2 with a designated arrow. That tells me where I want to cut. This 46 3/4, again, it's on the small side of my 46 3/4. And what that is, that's for my meeting rail, okay? And again, I want just a little bit of extra room there. So that way my tenon slides in just right, okay? We'll cut this off real quick. Boom. Got that done. Now I'm going to measure back to my Muntin hole again. This one's going to be 24, and it's going to be a small 24 again, so that I have just enough room for my mortise, or my tenon to go into my mortise. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mark these arrows on the face of the stile, and that tells me where my molding is going to be.